Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, it's Mike with TradeWinds RV, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your primetime Avenger 27 RBS travel trailer. I'm here to walk you around the trailer, show you a few things about it, help you get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by arriving at the campsite. First thing I want you to take note of is where your water and electricity hookup is, so that you can park accordingly. On your driver's side, the off camp side, all the way to the rear is going to be your electricity and water. So park accordingly so that you can reach all of your access points easily. Now when we arrive, we're going to unhook our hitch. Hitch man is going to show you how to hook that up and unhook it. On the front of the unit you have your power leveling jack. There's a docking light. This button will bring you up or down. Now you usually tell when it's level, but I recommend picking up one of the levels, those stick-on levels that we have in our store. Put it right here by your door. It's about the middle of your unit, and you can make sure your unit's level. Once your unit's level, next thing you want to do is bring down stabilizing jacks. Now remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. So use your power tongue jack to level your unit, and then use these to stabilize it. They do have a hand crank right to go down. This is a 3/4 inch socket, so you can put a 3/4 inch socket on the end of a drill gun or impact driver and run these down in a matter of seconds. Right will bring it down. Bring these stabilizing jacks down, preferably onto some jack pads that you can purchase from our store. You do get a 10% off coupon that you can use in our store and pick up some items to take with you that I'll recommend throughout this orientation. Put some jack pads down. That's going to distribute your rate better. It's going to protect your stabilizing jack bottoms from hot tar sinking into the ground, etc. And it'll distribute your weight better. They have one of these on all four corners. Bring them down just until you're taut. If you feel like you're lifting the unit, you've gone too far, just stop where you're at. Once you've brought them all down, go around and check and make sure that they're all nice and taut. Once you have your unit level, once you have your unit stable, I want to mention on your power tongue jack, on the top, should you not have power, there's a hole for this hand crank to go into, and you can hand crank to raise or lower your unit. Behind here, your batteries. I recommend checking your battery connections when you arrive at the campsite. Make sure all your connections are good. We've got our unit level. We've got it stable. Now we're going to hook up our water and our electricity. Come around to the back of the unit. First thing you're going to do is hook up your electricity. Your power cord is conveniently stored inside your unit. All still connected. Bring it down, you have 30 amp. All right, now this is hooked up to a 50, so you have a 50 to 30 dog bone, which you won't need. So you have your 30 amp here. Should you need to plug into 110, you'll take this 110 adapter, put it on the end. It's going to reduce the amperage down to 110, and you can plug it in at home. If you got your power hooked up, next thing we're going to do is hook up our water. Next to your power, you have a Sitter water connect. Most important thing, water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator comes in your convenience pack. and will reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi. You don't know what the camp's pressure set at, you don't want to blow your lines out. So use this water pressure regulator every time you're putting water in the unit. Water pressure regulator is hooked up, you got your hose hooked up, you haven't turned on your hose yet. Now we're going to come around to the campsite of your unit and we're going to go to your hot water heater. Right to the left of your door is your hot water heater, which looks like this one closed. Open it up. First thing to do is check and make sure your drain plug is closed. You may have left it off the last time you were camping and you drained your hot water heater. So make sure this plug is in, your hot water heater is closed. Now you can turn on your city water. Once you feel the tanks are filled, after a few minutes, come here and you're going to burp your tank. Simply pull on this handle and it's going to release air. When water starts coming out here, you know your hot water tank is full and it's able to be lit. Now should you be going somewhere where there is no city water connect, you're going to come around to your off campsite and fill up your fresh water connect. This is potable water. Fill this tank up, do the same, burp your hot water heater, let that air out and your water. And then you know your hot water heater is full and can be lit from inside. And turn on your water pump. Turn on your water pump when you're using potable water. You do not need it when using City Water Connect. Now we've got our water hooked up, our electricity hooked up. I'm going to show you a few other things around your unit here. Here's your big pass-through storage. A fresh water drain. Should you be using this potable water when you're leaving, you empty this drain here. Just got a little twist-on plug. On off your slide. A rear, again, we have our sewage hookup, which we'll talk about when leaving the campsite. City water and cable or satellite hookup. You do have an outdoor shower here. It's convenient for rinsing all the sand off when you come back from the beach. Low point drain. When you're leaving, you'll open these up as well. Your unit does have a backup camera on it, and your backup camera is indoors. Do you have a spare tire? I recommend getting a cover for that. You don't want this to get dry rotted. Nothing worse than have a flat tire and find out your spare is all dry rotted. So I recommend getting a cover for that. You may be able to purchase one of those from our store as well. Your outdoor kitchen. Pull out your grill. Hand light this with a lighter. It's not an electric lighter. You have your outdoor fridge. You have your power awning. I do want you to know when bringing down the awning, you don't want to bring it out until that flap is at 90 degrees. Once that's at 90 degrees, you know your awning's out far enough. A few other things to note. You have speakers up top. You have a vent over top of your microwave. This is access to the back of your fridge. You do have a 110 and cable hookup out here, and a heat release for your furnace indoors. And of course, you have your hot water heater. And again, up here, your pass-through storage. Coming around the front again to your propane tanks. You do have a propane regulator here. Simply point this toward the tank that you want to use. What covers everything on the outside? Let's take a look on the inside. As we enter the unit, as with all units, right inside the doorway is your fire extinguisher. Also toward the floor here is your 12-volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mentioned that it's 12 volt is it is constantly running off your batteries. So if you're not going to be using your camper for the day and you're not plugged in, I highly recommend disconnecting the battery posts. It's going to save your batteries from running down. And if your batteries run down, this will then run itself down and not work. So disconnect your batteries if you're going to be gone for the day. The storage here. And then up to your left as you come in the doorway, you have your lighting, awning light, and interior lighting, your awning in and out, and your slide in and out. One thing I want to mention on your slide, we have it open right now. Make sure all doorways are closed and everything is going to be clear of your slide so nothing catches on it. Come around here, there's your Furrion backup camera. I'll install that for you. Coming to your stove, you simply turn this to light, turn left to spark, and we got gas. Shut that off. You do have a light and a fan. Self-explanatory microwave. Let's talk about your Dometic fridge. At the top here are your controls. Turn it on. Set it to auto. Auto means when you're plugged in, it's running off electricity. As soon as you unplug, it'll go to gas. You can release this button here, and now it's strictly gas. Turn it off here. Just remember, these handles can be kind of tricky. Simply push and pull. You also have your sound system. Television is strapped in for safety. And down to the right of your television, one touch, open up, access panel to your fuses and your breaker box. Looks like you have mostly 15s in there. I highly recommend that you have a handful of those with you when you go camping. Going back here to your bathroom, you do have a 110 back here. Your shower. Above the shower, you can hand crank this open. And over here, a little vent, fan. Just above your toilet, of this stand here, you have GFI protected 110. This is to check your tanks. Check your yellow tank, your gray tank, your black tanks. It'll show your levels all the way from empty to full. Check your battery. This is your water pump. Turn this water pump on if you're using potable water. Only if you're using potable water. Up above that is your lighter for your hot water heater. So we click this on when your tank is full and it'll light your hot water heater. More lighting here. There's actually a pull-out hide-a-bed underneath your sofa here. This table, these legs will remove. Set the table down on these lips here. Use your back cushions, and this will make a big bed area. Up in the ceiling, you do have more individual lighting. Your ducted AC. And before we go into the bedroom, you have your thermostat. This will run your heat and cool. Simply set it to the desired temperature. You have a little area up here to make a great charging port. 110's up there and little ledges to set things on. In your bedroom, in the ceiling, you have this hand crank. Crank it all the way to the right. It's your antenna. When traveling, crank it all the way to the left to bring it up when you're at the park. You have a cable hookup and 110 hookup for a television inside your bedroom. 110s on both sides. Coming outside the unit now. We're going to go outside and act like we're leaving the park. Bring up our stabilizing jacks. Come to your hot water heater. Pressure release valve. Remove this plug. Dump your hot water heater. Come around to the back of your unit. Unhook our water connect. Bring our power in. Bring our slides in. Should have a low point drain on here. We have a freshwater drain. Just below that. Unhook that. Dump your fresh water. Remember, on your driver's side toward the rear is going to be your dump station. Park accordingly. Hook up your sewage hose. Pull your black tank. After you pull your black tank, close it, open your gray tank. Close that gray tank, open your other gray tank. That gray tank is going to be your fresher water, your showers and sinks, and that's going to wash out your sewage hose. Get done with all that. Come to your low point drain. Let your hot and cold water out. Come to the back here, open this and store your sewage hose inside your bumper. Nice sanitary place to keep it. Again, thank you for your purchase. We hope you guys enjoy your Avenger for many years to come. Happy camping.